Welcome everyone to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. And tonight we're going to talk about something that nobody really gives two shits about, but EA Origins. EA Origins is finally shutting down, but not the way you think. Because they built a new thing called EA App, and they want you to download that. And the reason is that they're blaming Microsoft. So if you have the Origin app, the Origin downloader, which we all probably do because that was the only way to get their games back in the day from EA, right? They are killing it off, blaming the support from Microsoft for Windows 11 because as you may or may not know, Origins is a 32-bit application. Windows 11 is a 64-bit only application, operating system. So to get a 32-bit application to run on a 64-bit only operating system is kind of a jump through some hoops, right? You got to run things in compatibility mode and do all that kind of fun stuff. So they've decided that to kill it off in favor of creating a new EA app that is 64-bit. So essentially all you have to do is install this app, sign in, and it will transfer your games from Origins to EA app. I don't know how long that's going to be available for, but essentially as of April 17th, 2025, so this year, the Origin app will no longer exist. So they will be shutting it down. So make sure you get that in, because they didn't say how long from now that you'll be able to install EA app and still get your games transferred. But I imagine until they decide they no longer want to support the transfer service that's running in the background, right? Transfer your account over. Because one day they could just say, well, if you haven't signed up by December of 2025, we're no longer going to allow you to transfer. And then you lose all those games in your library, your Origin library. Because, that's where you got all your Command and Conquers and all that good stuff. That's where all my Command and Conquers are. I often forget about the Origin app. And then I'm like, get a hankering to play some Command and Conquer. And I'm like, I own those somewhere. And then Origin pops in and I'm like, damn it, I hate this. I got to download Origin. So like I said, if you are running, you might as well just download the app, download the EA app. If you have Origin or if you have games on Origin, just download it, get it out of the way, transfer all your stuff. If you don't want to play anything, uninstall the dang launcher, because I hate having 20 different launchers on my computer because everybody and their brother's got one, right? Microsoft's got one. Steam's got one. Steam has their storefront. Then you have the Epic one. You have the Ubisoft one. Ubisoft, what you play or Connect or whatever. Everybody's got their own damn launcher that they want to install on my computer to steal my precious resources. So, so what do you do, right? You only have, what do we got? We're at the end of January. You have February, March, and then April. So you have a little over 2 months to get this done. 2.5 months to get this installed and get your games transferred over. I don't imagine they're going to cut it off anytime soon, but they could. So, we all hate additional launchers. EA's blaming this one on Microsoft, but who knows? Could be true, could be not. They could have just wanted to create something new, give people more direction to go to their platform. They're like, hey, EA's like, we got something new, guys. Come check out our new app. They committed the cardinal sin. If you ever watch Rick and Morty, what's the thing you don't do with the developer? You don't let them create a new app. And guess what? These guys create a new app. They want you to check out their new app. So go check out EA's new app. Shane, are you going to go check out EA's new app?
I even checked out their old app. I just opened up mine. I was like, oh, I do have it. Holy crap. I should delete that. Yeah, it's, there's too many of those launchers. It's just too much. And you're right. It's, EA will, if you don't download this one, we're going to take all your old shit and throw it away because, we're EA. Will make you rebuy it if you want to play it. And, I've got Crisis and, and several other games on there, freaking Mass Effect and whatnot. So it's a joke. And it's going to get downloaded and forgot about. And the only reason I'll download it because I want to keep my old stuff. That's it.
And he's going to forget about it. And it's just going to run in his tray in the background, eating up resources all day and all night, spying on him.
Pretty much going to slow down the Pornhub, and I'm going to be upset. But I mean, it's how many do you need though? I mean, EA, freaking Epic, Microsoft, Steam. Nintendo's going to come out
Ubisoft.
with one. Ubisoft, PlayStation, freaking Sony. Everybody's going to have one. The adult sites are going to have a launcher. Everybody's going to have a launcher soon. Freaking, you want to Google something? Google has a launcher. It's just stupid. Where they go? What are they going to do with it? Really, what makes this better than the previous?
You can't get these games anywhere else. That's how they're going to get it. You've already bought these in the library.
Yeah, if they had time to make a new launcher, why didn't they just fix the old broken ass one? I mean, that's my problem. Everybody tries to make new things instead of just fixing what they busted up. You obviously screwed it up the first time. Why should we trust you the second time? Epic, is this just how many different launchers has Epic put out? I mean, is this their original?
I mean, Epic is trying to be the new Steam, so
yeah. So is this the original one they launched with, or is this like a second version?
Well, I mean, Epic launcher.
Yeah,
Epic's. I think that's the first one. I don't think
that's their first storefront one, but their other games have had their own launchers before. They had.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure how. You guys know I'm not the tech guy, but it's just I don't need all that. I just want to play my game. Period. If I want to play Mass Effect, I want to click on it, hit play, and then there I go. I want to be able to do it from my dashboard or wherever. I don't want to launch everything. I don't want to have 10 things open just to do one thing. It's just, to me, it's just stupid. I know, they want to steal my information. I get that. I'm American. Power to the corporation, but you don't need to have a launcher built for everything. And
well, you are the product. That's what you got to remember.
That's true. I am the product. Yep. And this week only, I am half off. So I don't know. It's ridiculous. I don't, I'm not the tech guy, so I'll bounce over to Nick, but you released a piece of crap the first time. Why should I trust you the second time if you didn't even fix the broken piece of crap the first time? So that's just me. Nick, what about you? I mean, are you going to get your EA app on?
Unfortunately, yeah, because that's where I do have games on, or I did have games on Origin. I have the EA app because I moved those over to that. Because I have quite a few games on EA or on Origin before they.
Nick owns games everywhere.
I do, but before they transitioned over to Steam, like I have all the Command and Conquers on Origin or EA app, but I also rebought those on Steam because I'd rather play them over there. So. But that was before then. But EA had them just on Origin for a long time before Steam got them, and as well as with a lot of the games that are on EA Origin, or Origin. But there is one game that's on Origin that has not made the transition to other, and probably more than one, but there's definitely
Anthem.
One that I play sometimes. No, it's not Anthem. That's BioWare. I guess they are owned by EA, but no, it's not them. It is SimCity. So SimCity, the last SimCity, is not on anything other than Origin or EA app. So, and that wasn't the best SimCity, I will say, but I still like playing that game, and so I would occasionally, back in the day, reinstall Origin to play SimCity. So, like I said, it wasn't the best SimCity by any means, but I still enjoyed playing it. But that's still the only place you can buy it or play it, and that I do own it on the EA app. So, yeah, I'm sure I don't even know if it would still play as old as it is now, and I'm sure I'm waiting for that game to go over to Good Old Games where it's going to be updated daily and DRM free and everything like that, so I can just buy it over there and just play it with no problem.
EA will never release it. They're gonna hold it hostage forever.
Yeah. So I don't even know if it'll play on Windows 11, like SimCity. Because that game
probably will in compatibility mode.
Compatibility mode, yeah. But still, though, I mean, that was the reason why I would have the EA app is just for that fact, not for SimCity, but I mean, for the fact that the games that I own, I don't want to lose the games that I purchased, right? But I especially don't want to lose SimCity, right? Because I might want to go back and play SimCity again. I also have Nox, which I used to love Nox back in the day. Which Nox is on, I think, Good Old Games, but I do have Nox on EA app. So back in the day, that was one of my most favorite PC games. I played the crap out of Nox. That was around, I think, the time that like Diablo was popular and all those like isometric games. But yeah, Origin sucked. EA sucks, and their new app sucks. I hate Origin. Always hated Origin. Their app always sucked. It always logged you off. Every single time I'd open up Origin, because I'd say, keep me signed in. I'd open it back up, and it had logged me off. And I don't remember my damn password because it's been so freaking long. So I'd have to change it. And much like EA and Activision, their whole like, you want to change your password? Okay, well, jump through these fiery hoops and, send us a urine sample. We might let you in. Maybe
3 weeks from now, we'll respond to your support tickets.
Yeah. So
By
they're
the time
both
you forgot
horrible.
about our game by then.
They're both horrible at it. And EA's app has always been horrible. Like I've always hated Origin. That app sucks. EA app's not much better. So they both suck. And I hate all these launchers. Even Rockstar has a launcher, which is stupid. If you download, because you can download.
Rockstar even has a mobile phone app.
Yeah, because you can download the Rockstar games on Steam, but it will install the launcher along with it and launch the game through the launcher, through Steam, through the launcher, and then the game. It's retarded. Or sorry,
your launcher launched my launcher.
Yeah, it's a launcher on the launcher. Launcher launching a launcher to launch the game. It's stupid.
That's so stupid.
That's how a lot. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of things are going, right? No matter and it sucks. Anytime if anybody's ever played an MMO on Steam just launches the MMO's launcher. It doesn't actually install a game, which is annoying because now you have but at least it doesn't run in the background like EA and even the launcher for
even Rockstar's launcher will stay in the background.
Epic, right? But the EA app is a horrible launcher because you launch it, they hide close the launcher because you can't right click the launcher in the tool tray and kill it. They don't add that functionality. You have to launch it, go up to the toolbar and tell it to exit from there. And you're just like, come on, I just want to right click the damn launcher that's running in my system tray and kill it. But they protect it. You can't right click the app in the tray. And you're just like, that to me is the first sign of it's not even shit. It's underhanded company doing something suspicious or shitty, because if I can't right click your app because you're protecting your app from me closing it, because that's the only reason you're going to right click, you're going to limit me from right clicking your app in my tray. You can't close it. You have to open if you minimize it by hitting the little button at the top, there's no X when you're in the app. You got to go into the little hamburger menu and say exit or sign out from there. It's so stupid. It's poorly written. It's intentionally poorly written is the way I like to say it.
And if you go to the task manager, there is a background service that's still running that you want to kill as well.
Yeah. So they're really shady with their app, which means they're just basically taking information. They're stealing information, because you are the product at that point.
They're trying to figure out how they're going to make the next Mass Effect, like what direction they want to go with it.
I'll let them monitor me all day if they want to do that the right way, but
they're not going to do it the right way. No, they get all the bad information to input all the bad stuff in there that you don't want.
Yeah. How can we do it the way we want?
Yeah.
As long as they can steal my credit card, they can watch me scratch my nads all day. I don't care.
They're going to have a PSA about nad scratching in the next game. You got to pull a bar.
Is that dead scan under your nails?
You got to pull a bar if you scratch your nads.
Yeah, long gone are the days where I remember having like 30 things running in the background on a computer, and now you have to feels like you're cycling forever to find out how many things are running. And, there's over 100 processes running normally. And you're like, are all these really freaking necessary?
Even like Google Chrome is like horrible about that. Like,
it runs like
browsers in history. It's a list. I'm like, I only have 2 tabs open.
Yeah. Why is there? I just popped open mine just to look at it. And I'm like, hey, it says I have 4 actual apps running. and then you look and you're like, oh, Google Chrome has 60 sub processes running, and you're like, do you really freaking need 60 sub processes running when I literally have 5 tabs open?
Right.
So stupid.
Yep.
But all right,
What are you gonna do?
I don't know, Nick. How do you feel? Are you said you've already done all this? I assume you already killed the app and everything, or did you?
Yeah.
I did as well. I'm about ready to uninstall Origins because I'm not interested in playing Command and Conquers or anything right now, or the EA app, I should say, because the Origins has been gone for a while.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, I'll have it on there, but I'm not going to run it unless I actually, I'll have it installed, but I'm not going to run it unless I actually, I'm going to use it, or I'm going to play something. But
right.
the odds of me playing something out of it are going to be pretty slim because I do own a lot of those games in Steam now.
And see, I don't. I never rebought the Command and Conquers on Steam.
I did. They went on sale. The whole lot went on sale like a while back, and I bought them all.
Well, they have a remaster set out there on Steam too, don't they? Like a remastered Command and Conquer series, or like a
the first game.
Yes.
I have that too on Steam.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, and I'm half tempted to sometimes just to buy all this stuff again, but I have every one of them on the.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm like, I just don't want to do this again.
I mean, I also have Mass Effect, and I rebought those on Steam, but that was the legendary.
Unfortunately, I have all the Mass Effects, all of the Dragon Age games on there.
I have all the Dragon Age games on there as well,
and I rebought both of those things elsewhere. I own the Legendary Edition on Xbox and on PC through Steam, so I'm just as bad on some of those things. And
but I'd rather play them,
on Steam.
Like, yeah, I mean, this is the same for everything, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm okay with good old games because Steam's not going to do what they do with old games like that. Keeping them updated and stuff like that. So I'm okay with what they do, and especially if you're looking for older stuff, that's a great place to go for that type of thing. Epic. Like at this point, I'm kind of used to Epic, so. Whatever, it's fine.
I fired up for the free games and then shut it right back down.
I fired up for the free games. Sometimes I buy a game on there, but it's usually if the game only comes out on Epic and it's not coming out on anything else.
Yeah, I've stopped doing that. I don't like their service, so I literally waited for Outlaws to come to Steam and then go on sale to get it.
Oh, that's the Ubisoft launcher, right?
Yeah, but
it came out to Epic first.
Epic,
that's right.
Yeah, and then and then I was like, well, I'm not buying it there, right. And because I wanted to, one of the things that I'm more cognizant is as I try to make games last a little longer is modding them and trying to mod games outside of the Steam ecosystem, which is where the majority of players play. Trying to get help on a mod is near impossible if you're running it in Microsoft or out of a Microsoft store or the Epic store, because they install different paths and they're like, oh well, this mod relies on this plugin and this plugin only supports the Steam library, the Steam Common Apps directories and things like that. And you're like, well, all right. So I've been more cognizant about that on PC stuff, because if I want games to last longer, the way to do that is have community support with mods. So.
Right. Yeah. And most of the for mods, if you're going to look for the information on how to implement the mod for the game, usually the only instructions they have are for the Steam version, right? Sometimes you'll see it for the Xbox version if it's a Game Pass game. Yeah. As well as the Steam version, but most of the time it's just the Steam version that has.
Yep. So another launcher, something we all ask for, right? Another dang gaming.
I put it on my Christmas list.
Yeah, every year I ask, please have 6? Can I have 6 more every year? I don't have enough things.
Don't fail.
Yeah, I don't have enough things running in the background of my PC. I just need more. Right. I paid all this money to have all this massive horsepower piece, to have the shit ton of memory and a freaking multi-core processor that's up there just to have shit run in the background and eat it up. That's what I bought this for.
Yep.
So I need more launchers. So
you need more cowbell,
right? I need more
launchers.
Yeah. So we all hate launchers. I want the one launcher to rule them all, which is Steam for me. I'm tired of all these people that, even though they put their games on Steam, want to launch their own launcher from Steam. I'm sure Steam hates it too, but whatever, because it hides the gameplay. Steam is not a saint of a company by any means. Their launcher is known to steal metrics and things like that. And
Mhm.
it's monitoring you in the background. It's gathering information and it's sending the information back to them. So, but anytime you launch, what I've noticed too is that when Steam launches a launcher, it loses control of the game, and they don't like that because they can't tell if the game's running. Because you guys were giving me crap about playing Marvel Rivals, right? You're like, man, you played that. You've got this many hours in Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
didn't. It's because I let they launched their little Rivals launcher, and I closed the game out, and the launcher's still running, and his team still thinks I'm playing the game, and it's tracking. I've got 100 hours into Rivals, and I'm like, I probably got 6 hours into Rivals,
He's
and the
full
same
of crap. He got 100.
And the same thing happens when I play like Eve Online. I'll launch Eve Online, and it launches the Eve launcher, and then I'll play the game and close, and the Eve launcher is still there, and Epic or Steam still thinks I'm playing it. It's like, you have thousands of hours into this game. I may have hundreds, not thousands, but yeah. So, I'm pretty sure Steam hates that because it screws up their metrics and their numbers. But it'll be never ending. Everybody wants a piece of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want a piece of you because you are valuable commodity. So when something is free, you are the product.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, if you're not subscribed to this channel and us, why not? You've reached the end. Help us out. Even if you don't like us, subscribe anyway. Help us out. Doesn't matter. You don't have to like us.
Tell your friends to come hate us. Come on.
Yeah. Shane loves the hateful comments, and somehow I'm an angsty teenager. I've heard that before. And I'm like, I am farthest from a teenager I could possibly be.
But you are angsty.
I'm an angsty teenager, I guess, So, it is what it is. People are going to have their own opinions, and I don't care. You can talk shit all you want. So hit that bell, hit that button to be subscribed, hit that bell to get notified when we put out new videos. And we hope you enjoyed this episode and hope to catch you in the next one.
See ya.